Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode 142, all running on Factorio version 1.0. So, last time we finished off, semi-finished off our building of lead here. Now, I'm just thinking this guy is basically never getting to dump anything out, so maybe we could kind of ease the burden by running a second belt. Wait a sec, what have we got here? There we go. Actually, what we need to do is have an output priority here so that these can all freely unload. And now all we need to do is get more actually on the belt, which yeah, I mean, we can. I don't know how important it is to have lead break all speed records in terms of filling these things up, so I'm going to call that basically done. Now, as discussed, we have done lead and we have done tin. That's what we need for solder coils. So I want to run along here and set up solder coils. We're probably going to go for what amounts to a pretty short episode tonight. We'll see though, because you know I've said such things in the past and that's not always eventuated. So that's the tin. Yes, there is a problem here, isn't there? You actually need to reach there. There we go. No more flashy. Why are we not getting any tin delivered though? Yes, we have a P. Where is my tin? That's the lead. So is this the tin? This is the tin. That's saying we have 16k of tin. We're actually chockers with zinc, I do believe, not to mention stone. So I'm guessing it's saying 16k, but really it's like not quite 16k. And we are absolutely chockers with zinc. So we have to be very careful about not replacing the zinc with other things. We need to keep using zinc. I'll bear that in mind. That could stop everything from processing, actually. We still have tin in the system, so that's not actually an issue yet. Why is artillery wagon causing a problem? I would have thought we had silver now. We do have silver. Well, what's the problem then? We have none of whatever this is. I think it might be naphtha. Yes, we have none naphtha. There's always an issue. Where do we make naphtha here? None naphtha going in. Fuel oil, base mineral oil. Why aren't these guys producing more? You've got carbon dioxide. You have absolutely no None of this, which is the sulfuric wastewater. Why no sulfuric wastewater? It's an overflow valve, but there's massive on the other side and there's none on this side. Alright, I'm going to fix that problem first. I'm just going to remove the valve. It's obviously not helping us in this case because it can't have any flow back. It only allows flow in one direction. And I would like my science to keep ticking over. It's not fast, but it's better moving ahead than doing nothing. Those aren't full, no. Plenty of room. Okay. It's one over, isn't it? It's over here. And this rather pathetic train. So, yeah, here we go. None there, lots there. Now there's lots everywhere. Well, lots. Lots is a... yeah, this is feeding these guys and these guys. Here we go, we're finally making some tons of hydrogen, so that's not an issue. Probably being consumed immediately up here. Hopefully that means there's a little bit that's making its way. Down here. Down here. And across to here. Which it is, but yeah, we need a little bit more than that. That's not exactly going to set the world alight. Is there any other tech options I could do in the interim? We're not even using the purple, we're using yellow and blue. Is there a problem with yellow? Yes, these things are struggling because there's no processing units. Which is pretty normal. No processing units because no red circuits. No red circuits because what? No green circuits. Surely green circuits is going to pick up. I know it was because of the coils. And until I build my own coils, there's not much I can do about the coils, so probably not really worth worrying about overly. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it right at this second. Okay. Yeah, we've fixed that for now. Hopefully that's sufficient fixing. There's hardly any sulfuric wastewater getting through here now. Not exactly sure what the answer is. Maybe I shouldn't be flaring off the sulfur dioxide I did the other time. Ooh. How's this going? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to replace that really soon. Really soon. Past the smelly plants. And this one here, let's first of all set this guy up for not that. Whoops. I think it's that one. Okay. So here, we want our back to B. I'm taking a bit of time to getting used to that. I think it's this one, basically. Let's try that again. Nope. No. Is that leaving it? I think there's a better option than that. Unload. I don't think that's what we're actually using. Well, I guess it works, kind of. Because what we want is actually very similar to this layout here. All of that. There may be some issues with signaling over here. So we may have to do something about that. This guy needs to be filled in. You probably don't work. And unfortunately, most of this is not even available. Actually, that will probably be the bit that we need. Most of this is not even available. Because we don't have any of these. Oh yeah, induction furnaces we should have. We don't have these guys though, and we don't have these guys. So it has limitations. But this one is not going to be the glass. This one is going to be solder. Oops. Solder. Is that how you spell it? Solder. Solder coil. Yes, it is. So all we're doing is bringing in lead ingots and tin ingots and processing them into solder. I think that's the valid formula. Molten tin. No, not that one. No, not that. Okay. Solder coil comes from molten solder. Oh, it's not quite as simple as this. Actually, it is. These just make molten solder and have two inputs. It's not two completely separate processes. So it's actually the hard lead ingot to go to molten solder. I don't think there's multiple recipes for that. There's that, which is no good. Tin and zinc. We don't have zinc at the moment, so that brings us to tin and lead. And this should work. It's just that this is molten solder. What do we have here being ordered? That's rubbish. Let's tell it to reorder. That's better. There's definitely a number of items in that list that we can't do at the moment. Whoops, I don't need to keep hitting that. But that's fine. What I think we should do now is move over to the silicon. I need some explosive. I have some. Good. Move over here. And we need to set up another one of these stations. It's not that. That in fact is the one. Wow. Build the things we need, guys. I still have rail, don't I? Yeah. I don't know what these guys are thinking they're going to do. So I need something like that. I might even just make a copy of one of these because I'm slightly less than impressed with the version that I seem to have. So let's copy this one. Oh, we missed a bit of the landfill. Okay, so that's the input. Now we're trying to make silicon here. Silicon. We're trying to make monosilicon. Quartz crucible. Four seconds, and you get 6 versus 6 seconds for 4. Of course, it's a little bit better. Then you have to have quartz crucible. Maybe we want to be able to do quartz crucibles. No, it just uses more silicon ore anyway. But it's probably still more efficient, because 80% of the time you get it back and you get 6 instead of 4. You see? That's the recipe right there. Quartz crucible. So 1 monosilicon seed, 40 silicon. That's 1 ingot to 10. 1 ore to an ingot. So that's saying basically 4 ore plus 0.2. 4.2 gives you 6 versus versus 4 to 4. So putting in the quartz crucible, just as, you know, a minor irritation, it doesn't even require a additional resource. It just gives you that much more benefit. So we obviously have to do that. I wonder if there's multiple. No, we just need nitrogen gas. Ugh. So nitrogen gas. This is interesting. Do you know, because of how much O2 we use, it might be worth my while setting up a... Unless... What am I doing for the O2 at the moment? I'm not... No, I'm doing the water one. Okay. If that was using the nitrogen instead, then I could be pumping up a whole bunch of nitrogen. In fact, maybe I should do the nitrogen down here. Save the O2 and clear it for up the top. It's a possibility. Okay. Let's have a look at the molten silicon. Silicon ingot, that's it. Silicon and carbon. I think this is what I do right now. I wonder what this one is. Aluminium ingot. And another sink for hydrogen. The annoying thing about this is it would delay me getting to silicon by needing yet another city block to complete the small amount that I'm up to. So that more or less forces me into not using silane gas, but instead the trichlorosilane, which is hydrogen chloride and processed silicon, which I do get some advantage from, but I'm sure it's not as good as the other one. All these extra gases we have to inject. Now the thing is, I am going to have to make aluminium fairly soon. Anyway. And it would be a good excuse to use some manganese. I think this is more or less standalone other than the requirement for the alumina. Or does it just create alumina? Is this alumina or is that alumina? Aluminium. Ingots. Alumina and carbon makes aluminium ingot. So that must be alumina. Oh, we're taking some out deliberately. But again, I need carbon. Okay. See, that's kind of looking very attractive. This one is this one. Sodium aluminate. I don't think we do that at the moment. Sodium we are collecting sodium carbonate. Oh, so many choices. Where are we collecting sodium carbonate? Not there. Not there. It's probably only down this side. That's not it. That's got something that's interesting. Maybe we're not. Maybe we are not. Guys, I said I was going to wrap up early, and I think I am going to do that. I need to think about whether I'm prepared to do an aluminium before getting this done. Look how much of this is already built, doing nothing and rambling about something else. And the whole lot would be done, except that all these things we're not already producing. So we obviously need to pop over there and fix them up. But in any event, I'm going to call it there. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.